Hey guys, how's it going? I just wanted to make a really quick video tutorial on how to play the best version of Secret of Monkey Island that exists. The other day I had a hankering to play this game, and I didn't really want to be bothered setting up emulators or digging up genuine hardware. I just wanted there to be a version that existed that would play on modern machines and just work from the get-go. And in the process of searching for such a thing, I stumbled across the special edition. Looking at this video on the GOG page, this is what the graphics look like, and it's not bad by any means. Like, it's nice that there's a modern version of this game that you can still play, but it's a bummer that a lot of people have only experienced the game this way. So yeah, I just wanted to show you how you can play it a little bit better, you know? So before I show you how to get the best version, I think we should talk about some of the other versions that are available for Secret of Monkey Island. For instance, I think a lot of people would argue that the Amiga version is actually the best way to play Monkey Island. And so let's take a look at it, because you don't really need to set up the best version if this version is what you like the best. I've got an Amiga running Workbench 1.3 here, and let's take a look at what the graphics look like. So, that's what the Amiga version looks like. And I have such a wonderful soft spot for the Commodore Amiga. I mean, much like Captain Kirk with the USS Enterprise, the only thing I fuck is a Commodore Amiga. But despite that, we can still get better. Despite my love for the Amiga, I think ultimately the best version of this game is the DOS version, but with a few tweaks, and I'll show you how to tweak it. I don't have an original DOS machine, so we are going to run this in DOSBox. So we can go ahead and start that up. And let's take a look at what stock DOSBox Monkey Island looks like. Let's go ahead and load up the game here. Now, DOSBox by default runs SVGA graphics and a Sound Blaster 2. And I think that those are both great. I love SVGA and I love the sounds of the Sound Blaster. So yeah, let's just take a little demo. So yeah, SVGA graphics, Sound Blaster sounds. I think it's close. It's very, very so close to the pinnacle of what Secret of Monkey Island can be. But we can take it further. We can make this better. So in order to get what's, in my opinion, the best version of Secret of Monkey Island, we're going to want to modify our DOSBox configuration files. If you're using Windows, you can totally do this in a file manager. If you're using OS X, I have no clue how to do this, but I'm using Linux, so I'm going to use a terminal. You're going to want to navigate to wherever your DOSBox installation files are. I'm not entirely sure where it is on Windows, but you can just Google it. In my instance, and if you are running Linux, it's probably going to be located in your home directory under just DOSBox. If we take a look at what's inside of here, you should have just this DOSBox 0.74-3 config file. This is just a backup I made, but we don't need it. And we're going to want to edit that using our favorite text editor. In my case, I'm using Nano, so DOSBox-0.74-3. And now there are two line items we're going to want to modify for the peak Secret of Monkey Island playing experience. Scrolling down, there is under... Oh, I went too far. Here we go. So there's this line, machine equals, and that's set by default to SVGA_S3. DOSBox actually has another method of displaying graphics that I think is even better. If you know anything about older computers, you know that CGA is the height of graphics. Like, that is as far as DOS ever really got in terms of graphical fidelity. And honestly, I'm a little bit baffled that it's not set to CGA by default. But once we've changed that to CGA, we're going to want to scroll down even further. And don't get me wrong, I love the Sound Blaster 2. For a long time, that was my favorite sound card. But again, DOSBox has a secret method of producing audio that every single game that I've encountered is compatible with. And it's, again, baffling that they don't enable this by default. I guess, a Sound Blaster is probably what most people are used to. And in a lot of ways, it is kind of the pinnacle of sound. But if we change SB type to none, we are going to automatically start DOSBox with the secret sound card enabled. So go ahead and save that, and let's open DOSBox back up. And perfect. Let's go ahead and launch the game and see how it looks. I think you're going to be really blown away by the graphics in this game. I mean, it's really night and day how much it improves when you get rid of SVGA graphics and instead switch to CGA. And the music, you just cannot beat this version of music in the game. Hopefully now that you've seen this, I won't have to explain why this is the pinnacle of Secret of Monkey Islands. This is the way the game was truly meant to be played, in my opinion. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope you go play Secret of Monkey Islands.